Hi everybody, Craig here. Welcome back to the Age of Wonders 3 campaign, the Elven Court. In our last episode, we continued moving our way through the second scenario, Promised Lands, and we've made some really good progress. In this case, we've got Shnaga kind of on the ropes here. So, as you can see, we've captured one of Snaga's cities here, the goblin town of Jubog, and you can see Shnaga herself right here, with a couple of units, nothing really too scary, a couple of tier 1s, and a stack of mostly tier 1 units as well, just a handful of tier 2s. So really nothing too scary, and we've got some pretty powerful units in this group. You can see we've got our 2 heroes, we've got a number of tier 3 and powerful tier 2 units as well. So we're in a really good position here, I think, to be able to perhaps try and get Shnaga at least into the void. Unfortunately, this was not her throne city, so we'll have to keep exploring and figure out where that is. But all in all, I'm pretty happy with where we're at so far. Now, before we jump into the episode and keep things going, I did just want to give a couple of quick shout-outs to a few individuals who left some excellent comments on the previous episode. The first of those comments is from Gladden. Gladden's just giving a great heads up that when this scenario ends and we move to the third scenario, Reskar will no longer be available, or at least won't be available for the third scenario. And so that would be something where we want to maybe take any items that Reskar has and transfer them to our other heroes so that we're still getting the benefit of them. So that's a great point from Gladden, and a good kind of warning. The next comment here is from John Calabro. John pointed out that if we did want to try to reverse our descent into an evil alignment, one thing we could do is vassalize cities that we capture. And I think that's a great idea, because not only does it get us some good points, which, you know, might be beneficial. The only problem, of course, now that we're evil, if we flip back towards neutral, I think then we'll actually suffer a morale penalty, or it'll sort of cancel out the morale benefit of becoming evil. So just something to keep in mind. But I do appreciate John pointing that out, because vassalizing cities would also be nice in that it would improve our income, and it would also, because vassalized cities give us, you know, resources still, and it would mean we don't have to worry about developing or protecting those cities as they come with their own guards when they're a vassal. So great call from John. The next comment here is from Devin Larson. Devin pointed out that, and this is just a good kind of general reminder, so when you're looking at a unit that has a ranged attack, like let's say this Orc Apprentice, and you're looking at the Fairy Fire attack here, so it's generally more beneficial to move closer and do 2 attacks than it would be to stay further back and do 3, assuming that by moving closer you're mitigating that line of sight penalty that you can see there. So, because obviously this does less damage at long range. And so if you can step closer and still do 2 attacks, that would generally be preferred. Now, the caveat there, of course, being if moving closer with your ranged attack or ranged unit puts them in a unnecessary risk, or, you know, otherwise puts them in a bad position, then obviously that might not be worth it. But in terms of pure damage calculation, it's generally more beneficial to move closer to mitigate either the ranged penalty, or if you have a line of sight penalty and you can step closer and or step sideways and get rid of it, that's generally the preferred option if you can take it from 3 attacks to 2 attacks. So really good advice there from Devin. Just a good thing to remember going forward, kind of in general. We also have a comment here from Roge Tebnalok. Roge pointed out that we don't need to worry too much about defending that city underground that we've managed to reclaim from Shnaga. And that's because really there's not a whole lot of options for enemy units to get to this city. The one way they might be able to get here, I don't know if enemy units can come through this teleporter or not. If they can, however, that would potentially put us in a situation where, at the very least, they would have to move past this fort first. So we would see them, we would get a bit of a warning beforehand. So really, I don't think it's going to be worth, I'm very much in agreement with Roge on this. It's not really worth defending this city, or at least putting too much effort into doing so. I think in the meantime, what we can do is send Sundrin and her group down, maybe dig through here and see what this little path is. And of course, we have our Untouchable who can do that for us, so that's wonderful. Roge also pointed out that one thing we might want to consider doing as well while we're fighting Shnaga is optimizing our stacks here. So currently we have one led by Nomlik, but we do still have Groshak who can lead another army. Now, of course, we don't currently have enough units to justify making another stack, but what we could do is still have Groshak step out, lead another stack, and that way those units will still get some of his leadership benefits, although I don't think we've really built Groshak to do that. That being said, just a good general reminder to try to optimize your hero-led units wherever possible. As always, guys, a huge thank you for the excellent comments and suggestions. Extremely appreciated. Let's jump into the episode. So we were right at the end of our of the episode last time, so I think what we might do here is we just have to decide where we want to summon this wild animal. Now, one thing we could do, we could summon the animal in here just to add another unit for this fight. I was also thinking it might be worth maybe doing some scouting. The only question becomes, where would we do... Like, there's really not a whole lot else for us to scout down here. I don't think there's any benefit over there. So, I suppose one thing that I noticed, there's a pathway through what looks like some forest here, dense vegetation. We could potentially head down here and see where that goes. But I think I'm more inclined to just focus on the fighting up here. So let's do this. And we've got a mongrel. Yeah, we can add that in. So now we've just got extra units there. I think that's going to be worth it, just for the fighting purposes. And we will recruit another wild animal as well. Or summon another one. And that'll be the end of our turn. Alright, not a huge surprise. It looks like Shnaga is going to run. Makes sense, given that we've got overwhelming force here. Now, I wonder if we can chase Shnaga down. That would be wonderful. Like, in a perfect world, we would get Shnaga into the void. But I don't know if that's going to be feasible. It looks like the air node was occupied. That is no longer the case, as you can see. And that domain invasion was just those units leaving. So not a problem there. We can just ignore those. Alright, so I'm going to use these two as scouts. And we'll just follow the road. Oh, and look at this. We've got an army belonging to Urlagh. Okay, that's going to be a bit tricky. Now, good news is we have enough strength to be able to fight them. And they are strong, but not unbeatable. Yeah, we should be okay there. So let's follow along with our main stack here. Now, I see a... I'm assuming this is Shnaga right there. Let's just see if we go one closer. Okay, yeah, there's Shnaga. Some of Urlagh's units. So we definitely want to... Let's see, can we go right here? We can. So we're going to go like this. Ooh, and that unit can move up here. Okay, and we will go... Let's take one of our units here and see, can we go? Yes, we can. We'll go like this. Oh my goodness, look at that. Urlagh is right here as well. Holy cow. Okay, so now let's engage this fight with this stack and at least whittle them down a little bit. I'm glad I summoned another unit to this group just to have that much more extra backup here. Okay, and we're going to engage this fight. We should be able to win it without too much trouble, I hope. Now, one thing we're going to have to deal with, of course, is some spell casting, probably from Urlagh, I'm sure. Yep, there it is. Fireball hitting our scout. Another thing, obviously, this trebuchet can do some pretty heavy damage. Just going to want to watch out for that. All right, this henchman up front is a shield unit here, I think. Yeah, it has a shield, is armored, has projectile resistance, so pretty tanky, but should still be susceptible to some magic damage, given that it is an orc after all. So one thing I suppose we could do with Groshak here, we could just kind of keep Groshak back. And we could start doing some magic attacks, magic fist maybe. Yeah, not the worst idea. You know what, we could let this monster hunter have it over here. There we go. And then, yeah, you know what? I don't mind just blasting a little bit. We're going to definitely lose this scout. That's almost, or this Arctic wolf is almost certain to die. I suppose one thing we could do is just charge in there and, you know, we're going to get killed, but we could at least do some more damage. Yeah, there we go. Knew they were going to go down. Put the mongrel in front there. Now, meanwhile, over here... Nomlik would probably be good to just boost one of our units here. I'm thinking probably the spider, who's going to have to be kind of our up front unit, so we're going to boost there. We'll boost here as well with an Awakened Spirit. That's wonderful. And then what I'm thinking is this henchman over here could cause us some grief. We're going to retreat back. We're just going to... We don't have to get too aggressive here. We can let them come to us. So I think we will just do that. Kind of like that. Ooh, fireball going after my heroes. Okay. Throwing a rock at us. Here comes that trebuchet shot. Gonna hit my support unit in the back, probably. Nope, going after the animals. Now this is gonna hurt. Ouch. Nice, good hit there. Both of them getting criticals. Nice, our spider getting a big kill. That's wonderful. What we can do here is we can bestow Iron Heart onto the Winter Weaver. Alternatively, we could just use our Shaman. You know what? I like that better. Drop a big heal there. That's wonderful. And then, I think what we will do is Nomlik can go right here and blast the heck out of this henchman. Wonderful. Yeah, and then this Drudge is now ready to die, so let's do that. Soften him up really good. And then we can just get the finish like this. Excellent. Look at that. Nice and clean. And then we will use our Winter Weaver. Ooh, we can't quite. I was hoping we could get over there to go for a freeze. That's fine. What we'll do instead then is we will park our Butcher right next to them just to kind of block them from doing anything else. And then we will kill the Monster Hunter here. Yeah, let's do that with our Apprentice. Meanwhile, our Mongrel can charge after the Trebuchet. Yeah, now our Mongrel's probably going to die. That's fine. Nice, good work there from our units. Now we just have to take down this Trebuchet, so we can do a Bestow Iron Heart onto the Winter Weaver, which would be ideal. Yep, there we go. And now we're just going to send our units over to deal with this Trebuchet. I think we'll keep Groshak kind of out of harm's way just because we don't really need him to take any more punishment. Our Shaman, however, can maybe stick with us here. Probably be good. I think I'll keep the Apprentice away. And you know what? This Apprentice can move up. Sure, why not? Right, so like I said, we just have to chase down this Trebuchet. That's really the... Yeah, it's unfortunate we're going to take a bit of punishment, but it's really not too severe. And we should be able to blast. Yeah, fire weakness. There it is. Just have to get closer. Nomlik. I don't think there's really too much else for him to do. Yeah, we'll just end it there. Ooh, ouch. That hurt. Can we heal ourselves? Yeah, we can. That's great. Let's do that. Nice big boost there. That's good for us. Winter Weaver can cruise in behind. Do a flank shot. And I think we should be just fine now. Alright, and then our Winter Weaver is at silver medal. Getting pretty close to a gold, actually. Butcher's already at gold, so let's just double check there's no other abilities we can use. Oh, you know what? We could have done a steel enchantment to farm some more experience, I guess. This Shaman, you know what? We could try for an entangle. Nice, there it is. And you know what? We can try for this, too. Nice, we got a freeze. Butcher's just going to stay put. And you know what? We might as well farm some experience. Why not? Send these apprentice units over. Heck, we could even move Nomlik over. I don't think there's anything he can really do aside from getting a kill, but we can send this apprentice over. And we could steal... I think we can steal... Oh, we can't quite get there. We could steal these effects, not that we'd really want to. Shaman still can't heal. That's one more turn. I think what we'll do is we'll get the kill with the Winter Weaver to try to level it up. But before we do that, let's try to dispel it. Nice, there's a level up. That's wonderful. And you know what? We can do the exact same thing here. Ooh, but we're not quite in range. There we go. Nice, okay. More experience gain there, getting closer. And then this should get us to gold medal. Yeah, there it is. That's great. Well, we kind of took advantage of that that battle. Now, it was unfortunate we lost our 2 scouts, but overall, still pretty happy with how that went. Now, the big thing, though, is we want to make sure we group up here so that we're as safe as we're going to be. This is still pretty nasty, and I think we're going to want to summon another animal here to help because this is just a lot of units. If they all attacked us together, we could be in a tough spot. So, meanwhile, this spearman, I think we're just going to try and catch up. I think we need more help. Oh, I did see something there. That might have been that carrion bird, though. I don't think that's something we have to worry too much about. We are a little bit low on gold at the moment, so that is something we need to keep in mind. This unit can cruise over this way. You know what? I'm happy to just keep funneling everybody up to the front lines here, I think. To be perfectly honest. Yeah, and this grunt as well. Let's just keep moving. Everybody's just going to keep on cruising down that way. Yeah, same for this group here. So they're now on land. That's great. This spitting spider, if we can get it into the action, that'll be a powerful tier 3 unit that would be wonderful to have on the front lines of battle. All right, now this little guy, we're going to dig right through here. Let's see where this goes. Now our main group can cruise on in. Nice. Okay, there's some gold. There's a air node. Yeah, we've got things we can do. That's wonderful. And we'll just keep this guy going. Join him in with the stack, so we've got more digging potential if needed. Okay, yeah, the grunt is done. The spearman is done. Don't really have much in the way of gold at the moment, so I think what might be good... You know what? If we do a fight pit here, that would increase our unit production capabilities, give us access to a few different things. Same would be if we do the barracks, I suppose. Great sword and razor bow. But I want to try some of these a little bit kind of more varied units from Chivalrous Intentions. So we'll do the fight pit. And then Rabdullah, we don't really have... Or Rabula, excuse me. We just don't have the money, so we're going to do merchandise. Reskar, we were sending up on his own. We need to get him kind of over to the front lines of battle, I think, as quick as we can. You know what? He can even join in with this stack, and we can make an army for him. But ideally, I want Reskar over here because we need him in this fight. I noticed there's a sign here. What is this? Follow the flames if you wish to pay your respects to the dragons. Oh, now that is exciting. That means that if we get Reskar over here, we can follow these torches that I can see kind of in the background here. It looks like they lead this way. And if we meet the dragons, that would fulfill one of our additional mission requirements, which would be wonderful. That's great. Let's see if we can do that. Looks like there's something over here. Let's see if we can dig our way through. Ooh, is that some gold? I think it is. Yeah, there's a pile of gold there. We definitely want to see if we can snag that. That's going to do it for our turn. Now, let's see. Okay, good. It looks like they're running. Shnaga is running, which is good. Although it would be wonderful if we could put them... if we could put them into the void, one or both of these leaders, and then try to find their throne city, of course. And that's where I'm going to summon another wild animal and try to do some scouting, because I would love to locate their throne city and see if we can eliminate them sooner rather than later. Because the longer we wait, the more chance they have to get their snowball kind of going, right? Where they just build up more and more troops. And for us, you know, we're pressing forward here, so we don't have as much potential to add units to the front line kind of fighting here. At least not as easily, I would say. So what we want to do is, let's move up along the road here. Like this. Yep. And then I'm going to summon this scout because I want to see... Okay, Hunter Spider Baby. Let's see what we've got down here. Oh, that's a bit of a tough fight for us, and I don't think we can fully get there, can we? No, we can't. That's a shame. One thing we could do, I suppose, is head over... Oh, wow, look at this. We've got an Orc Summoner. Black Bolts. Summon Demon. Summons horrors from the lower planes to help the caster. Summoned creatures will survive their summoner, but vanish at the end of battle. That's pretty cool. Doesn't have mind control immunity. So you know what? If we can get Nomlik up to... Let's see, does he doesn't have convert right now, but that'll be level 7, right? So if we can get him up to level 7 in one more fight, we could swoop back and try to recruit this summoner via conversion. That would be something else. Yeah, very cool. Actually, we could have fought this carrion bird now that I'm looking at it, but I think what we'll do instead here is we will just head down. I do see we've got a human little outpost. Borders and peace treaty, absolutely I will accept. And that does make us good now, or neutral, I guess. And we'll send this group down, and Spider can regroup. Okay, let's see. Nice, animistic knowledge is now done. That means we're getting additional knowledge income from treasure sites within our empire, which is wonderful. Our throne has grown further. It now encompasses this water node, which sadly we haven't cleared out, so we don't get the benefit. It's not the end of the world, it's just a little bit sad. I think we'll still keep doing... I've been meaning to do this, but it's been so advantageous just having more animals that as much as I want to get this done, I think I'd rather just keep summoning the animals. So that's what we're going to do. Builder's Hall Inner Nez. Okay, that's helping a bit with production. I think with some of these cities, we're just going to focus on income generation, whereas others, like, for example, our Orc City closer to the front lines, I'm going to try to optimize more for unit production. I think that would probably be wise. All right, now, this unit, I think, like I said, we're just going to keep following along here. One thing I do want to do, though, is I want to at least send one unit down this way just to see... Oh, and there's some gold. That's wonderful. Okay. This little unit can keep cruising over here. Let's see what else we've got. We got Reskar, of course. Now, here's something. We can group Reskar and this stack together. Grab the haste berries. And we can keep on moving. Which is wonderful. Now, Reskar could go on his own, but I think it's probably better to keep them together. Just so at least Reskar isn't by himself. We've got a research choice to make, but before we do that, maybe we do some fighting underground here. Let's see. Yeah, there it is. Okay, we can grab the gold. That's wonderful. And then let's see. We can engage this fight. Oh, they want to run. Okay. You know what? I'm fine with that, because that'll get us some additional good points. Oh, nice. Production resources. That's wonderful. Oh, wow. A siege workshop or a shrine. I'm inclined to go for that siege workshop. Just for the extra production income that provides. Now we're at 63 production income, which is pretty solid. Let's jump back underground. The siege workshop is also more expensive. I think it's 150 versus the shrine only requiring, I think, 75, if I remember correctly. Mana versus gold, but still, the time it's going to take is... Oh, interesting. Okay, so we could... If we now... What happens if we pop up here? Let's see. What is this? What are these humans doing with those mana nodes? They seem focused on harvesting mana crystals. That is peculiar. They have never had much interest in magic before. Let's stop them first and deal with that riddle later. Okay, find all opposition has been completed. Oh no, and now we've declared war on Lucian. That's unfortunate. Okay, so he's a Commonwealth leader. He is harvesting the mana in these lands, but for what? Yeah. Well, that's kind of unfortunate, because I wanted to perhaps eliminate the other two opponents before we started trying to fight Lucian, but I guess now we don't really have a choice. One thing I am going to do, though, I want to get rid of these spiders, because obviously if this spawns units, it could cause us grief, especially with our city so close by. So I am going to try and deal with this before we do anything else. Okay, let's jump back. Oh, you know what? We'll do our research choice now. More casting points would be wonderful. We've also got Wildlife Refuge, which makes our summoned units and animal units and monster units cheaper with upkeep. I like that. Let's do that. That would help our economic situation. And then we'll go for the extra casting points. Urnez, mind you, now we can focus more on production, I guess. We could go for a laboratory just to improve our knowledge gain. That wouldn't be a bad choice. Again, we don't want to spend a ton of money. Let's just see what else. Rabula, Throne. I don't know if there's really much we want to develop in our Throne City at the moment. Yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll leave our... Oh, nice. I forgot. We can keep digging with this little guy. Yeah, and we'll go for that gold. That's great. So yeah, let's do Urnez here. We'll do a laboratory. Rabula. Rabula's a little closer to the front lines. I'd be a little more inclined to maybe focus on something in Rabula, but I think we'll just do merchandise for now. Try to save our gold a little bit. Same with our Throne City. And then let's end it there. Just double check. So yeah, we made peace with them. Let me know when you want to talk. They could become our vassal. Okay, we will end it there. Looks like Shnaga is going to keep running, at least as far as I can tell. And so will Urlagh, I'm assuming. That's kind of unfortunate because, like I said, I really want to try to corner them if I can. Oh, we've become evil again. Hunted down fleeing guards. Oh, we declared war. Oh, that's frustrating. Interesting that we didn't even have a choice in that. It made us declare war. Oh, that's kind of frustrating. If I'd have known that, I might have just kept going for evil, I guess. I don't know. Oh, well. We can step down here at the very least, and... You know what? I'll leave this group out of it, mate. Actually, no. This apprentice is getting pretty strong. We probably want them in the fight. We will grab this. This is going to help us, to give us additional vision range, which I think will come in handy. One thing I think I'm going to do is get a scout in there to help us with... let me focus on the battle first, and then I'll talk about that. But the spearman here, we can blast for some good damage. Spider Baby, we can just step up and get the kill outright. Excellent. And I think what we will do here is... We can get kind of aggressive, actually, I'm pretty sure, on this fight. Yeah, let's get right in there. Nice. Blast that Razor Bow for some damage. Just seeing what would do more damage. Doesn't really matter. Nice. Softening that Razor Bow up really good. Excellent. We can keep going here. This won't get the kill, but... Oh, yes, it will with the critical. Amazing. There's the level up, too. And Nomlik is now level 7, which is also what we needed. Yeah, this is going super well. Excellent work. What I was thinking is I want to get a scout going to see if I can locate the throne cities, because right now we still don't know where the throne is, which is a problem, because we want to try and eliminate our opponents as quickly as we can. I'm just seeing who else we could heal. Throw it on the Butcher, I guess. Sure, why not? Nomlik, or Groshak, excuse me, can do some work, but maybe before we do that, the Winter Weaver can go for a freeze. Oh, wonderful. Now, one thing we could do with the Apprentice, we could steal an effect. Yeah, there, get some experience that way. Very nice. Our Spider Baby would also benefit from trying to get some more experience. There we go. Groshak can just do some work here. Excellent. Very nice. That went super well, and our Draconian Shaman is now a champion level, which is excellent. And look at that. Okay, now we've got more vision range. We can see what we're dealing with. Unfortunately, we still can't quite get down there to attack these stacks, which is frustrating, but we can get closer at least. Yeah, let's... Now, what does this sign say? Here lies Jamal, son of Caleb, R.I.P. So that's who we've been kind of tracking those signs as we've been going. What I would like to do is scout over to the left here and see what else we find. Yeah, we'll go like this. Go like that. Now, interestingly, if we engage this battle... Oh, yeah, we'd be pulling all of them in. We don't want to do that. So, let's see, a hero level up. Oh, yeah, Groshak. This is great. I think for him, we'll probably just grab extra casting points, honestly. That's been super good for him to just have the ability to throw more spells on when needed. Meanwhile, for Nomlik, here we go. We've got Convert. That's the big one. And Healing. Oh, that's such a good combo to have. Excellent. Yeah, now we can Convert and we can heal. We've got 2 healing abilities with Nomlik now. Bestow Iron Heart and the just standard healing effect. Wildlife Refuge is now complete. And that's great because it means, like, for example, our Winter Weaver is now paying less upkeep. It's mana-based upkeep, but still, that's wonderful. Village of Durgashan produced the Fight Pit. Let's take a look at that. So now we can make henchmen, we can make mongrels, we can make rushers, and the Drudge, who has that throw rock ability, which is kind of cool. This little guy can grab this gold while he's at it, too. That's great. I do see... Let's see, can we step maybe down here? Let's just see what else we find. Interesting. Okay, this gold mine and this magma forge have been explored already. I see a sign. This mine is now property of the Caleb clan, Jamal. You know... Okay, but I was going to say, I was thinking about sending Reskar down that way, but I think it'd be better for him to go over here and meet those dragons, so I'm going to actually send him on his own. Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to send these units with him. I was going to break this group off and have them go down south to support this unit, but maybe what we'll do is we'll have this grunt go down that way. Just so we can start building up a bit of an army to do some exploration. I am going to break off Reskar on his own, though. He'll go this way. And then this group, I guess we could try and clear this little thing out. Gold mine, maybe. I don't know. We'll figure that out. Bit of a mistake. I wanted this group, like I said, to go down this way. Support these extra units down there. But that's fine. So that's finished now. Next research thing, I think we're going to go for Druidry. We want that extra casting point. Extra 10 casting points would be super helpful. One thing I suppose we could do is go for the Taskmaster's Quarters, which gives us access to some pretty powerful Tier 2 units. That could be definitely very helpful for us. Alternatively, we could just start making units to fight, but I think it'd be better to get access to stronger units in the near future as we might need them. So we're just going to do merchandise in the rest of our cities, honestly, just for the maintenance of our gold supply. Okay, here we go. So now we can step over and hopefully we can eliminate these spiders without too much difficulty. I think we can probably try and use Charm on the Dread Spider Queen. Might be a useful thing to do. Now, unfortunately, you don't really have any healing abilities in this stack except for Sundra and spellcasting, which is fine. It just means that outside of battle, our units are not really healing all that much, which is kind of unfortunate. So let's go like this and like this. And what we'll do is we will just start using Quick Dash just to heal up our units. So we'll heal up the Queen. We'll send our Crocodile around the side there. Foot Lancer can get involved here as well, as needed. Ideally, I'd like for them to just come and attack me. That may not be what's going to happen, but there we go. And then I think what we'll do is we'll do another Quick Dash, move Sundrin up a bit, and we'll do a Quick Dash here on our Butcher. Again, the goal being just to make sure they're nice and healthy. Let's see if they will... Yeah, there it is. That's what I wanted. Uh-oh, that's not good. That webbing touch, kind of unfortunate. Now, the one thing we can try is a conversion. 40%, so not ideal, but let's try it. Oh, look at that! Oh, that's incredible. Okay, well, now we've got us a strong Tier 3 unit to help us out. Oh, this is perfect. Okay, we'll send the Crocodile up that way along with the Butcher. And you know what? The Foot Lancer can cruise up that way as well. The Untouchable. Oh, I can't believe that. I mean, 40%. So, I mean, decent odds, but boy, we're lucky to get that. That's wonderful. That just helps us out so much. Boy, it's kind of annoying that we can't just get right in there and start fighting them. We don't want our Spider Queen to get in too much trouble either, so... Nice. Okay, they've got Noxious Vulnerability, which I think means that we would do a little bit more damage to them. I'm just going to put the Spider Queen in defense mode, however, because I don't need any unnecessary risk in that way. So we will step up here, and then let's see what would be best. 6 minimum, maximum of 10. 7 minimum, maximum of 10, so we will do that. Excellent, and then the crocodile just moving around. This map is a little tricky just because we don't have as many options for movement here, so... Now, the Spider Queen might get webbed. Let's see. Okay, no, they're just going to try and do some damage to her. Thankfully, she is strong as heck, as we just saw demonstrated. I think one thing we might do then is... Spider Queen is already getting pretty strong. I think we will use Sundren and just do some damage here. Probably get the kill that way. Yeah, very nice. Well, that's wonderful. We got ourselves a Dread Spider Queen to help us. A couple of items here. Now, this melee weapon, inflict, break, body, and soul. Melee and ranged attacks can inflict broken. And you know what? Broken is nice because that gives them spirit weakness, which means they're more susceptible to a lot of the mind control abilities we have. I don't really need this shield because it provides spirit weakness. I'm going to sell that. But the melee weapon, at least, is definitely worth it. Well, we can send Sundren over to pick it up. Yeah, we'll give it to Sundren herself. And then this shield, we're going to just sell, I think, quite frankly. I don't really like having spirit weakness, so... Awesome, yeah, that's a good, very good item to have, just because it means you have a better chance to... Sorry, I was just thinking here. It means you have a better chance to inflict, or to get successful mind control abilities if you're able to break their spirit. Alright, we will go like this. I think we'll kill off these wisps, and then we can step over and kill some of Lucian's units here. Oh, they want to run. You know what? Again, I hate flip-flopping, but let's let them run. And now we can just attack right here. We can even try and maybe grab one of these units on our side with Charm. Again, our Butcher is a little bit beat up. But otherwise, I think we're pretty much fine. Alright, so we've got a Longswordsman, we've got an Engineer, Longswordsman, and an Archer. So really nothing too scary. I think what we'll do then is we'll just run up and go for a web. Nice, that's good. Then we'll use our Foot Lancer to kind of protect our units slightly. Again, there's no real need to get super aggressive here. I'm going to rotate Sundren around a little bit behind her units. And I am going to do a quick dash on the Butcher just to get some extra healing. And the Untouchable can hang behind. Oh, I forgot about that blunderbuss shot. That's too bad. Kind of a lot of unnecessary damage that we just took. I grouped my units up almost perfectly for it, too, which was not what I wanted. We'll blast there, and then we'll go here for some damage, and I think we get lifesteal out of this, too. Yeah, there it is. That's good. Now, we can go for a Charm, perhaps. Let's try and grab the Engineer. Nice. That's huge. All right, and then you know what? Our Spider can jump in behind the Archers back here and do some heavy flank damage. Wonderful. Our Dire Crocodile can step over. We haven't really gotten to see this thing in action too much, so I wouldn't mind it getting a little bit of damage on some of these units. So let's do a bit there, get a little more experience, and then the Foot Lancer can get the kill. Excellent, okay. Now our Engineer can finish off the Archer, probably. Perfect. Nice, and just like that, we got ourselves another unit to our cause, which is always good. There's some mana over here. We might as well grab that. Excellent, and then we can regroup. That's going to about do it for that stack, so good progress down there. Now, this little guy, you know what? Let's just kind of head over here. See what we find. It'll help with where we send Reskar, knowing kind of what we're about to get ourselves into over here. Oh, nice, and we can grab the gold down here, which is great. The next turn, we'll hop back in the water, and I do see there is a way up above ground right here. Let's see where that would bring us. Okay, right there, so that's perfect. I think that's good. That's going to do it for our turn. Now we will watch and see what occurs down here. I'm guessing they're going to retreat back to some kind of city that they have, maybe somebody's throne city. Like I said, it would be wonderful if we can locate that. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Look at this. Dread Spider Queen is being attacked by these roaming spiders now. Oh, we've got 2 canyon crawlers and an Elder Canyon Crawler. You know what? I might be able to, depending on what the terrain looks like here. Oh, it's just a big open map. I was going to say, I wonder if maybe I can have the Spider Queen kind of just run away. If we go like this, where we stay just out of range. Yeah, they're not using their full movement there, so... Now what we will do is we will stay just out of reach. I think we might be able to do this. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, so now it's like this. One more. Okay. Try it again here. I think we can probably do this. I don't think this is dishonorable. I had mentioned before not using this strategy when defending a city, but I think having a unit that's being ambushed by units like this, I don't think this is dishonorable. Because you think about it, like, the units are in the open field, they could run away. I don't think it's dishonorable at all. There we go. Alright, and now we just have to go... What is it, here? Yeah. The benefit being that because these units don't have a ranged attack, we were able to actually do this. Nice, okay. So yeah, like I said, I don't think that's a dishonorable approach when it's a unit in the open. Defending a city that way, I'm not doing that anymore. But I think in this instance, that was fine. We might want to head back down, though, and try to kill off these canyon crawlers, just because they're going to pose a problem for us otherwise. So that's something I think with Sundrin, we're going to want to send our squad back underground. We might even have a chance to recruit one of those spiders, too, which would be pretty cool. But before we do that, maybe we just focus on what else we have going on. Okay, so the dragons are up that way. So we'll send Reskar that direction soon. I want to see what else is down here. Ooh, there's a unit belonging to Swarm Darter. Ugh. One of Shnaga's units. Again, I want to find her city, because if I can find her throne, then we can try to eliminate her. You know what? One thing we could do, yeah, I like this idea. Go like this, and then we'll grab the unit we just summoned. And we'll just... Okay, there's a city belonging to Urlagh. What else can we find here? Let's maybe hop into the woods. Okay, well, we know Urlagh has a city, so that's good. We can target that next. So maybe we'll just head over. Let's kill off this carrion bird just for some more experience. Yeah, this is a good chance just to gain experience. Not really... We shouldn't take any damage here unnecessarily. Let's just see where's the movement range here on it. So if we retreat back... Just want to... Yeah, get out of reach of the bird. That's fine. Butcher can step over. And this is all just experience farming, really, at this point. Spider can go here, awaken it. Apprentice can retreat back. And these two units are just going to stay out of harm's way. Nice, good freeze there. That's wonderful. So now we can just drop a big heal here. Perfect. Get the health back. We can step over and try to dispel for maybe some extra experience. Yeah, there's a level up. That's great. Can we maybe even come over here? Can we Can't quite, not in range enough to do that, but that's fine. You know what, Nomlik, we can't do a conversion. This is an undead unit, so that's not really going to benefit us. However, we could buff the Shaman. And then can we steal that? Oh, we're still out of range. Shoot. Oh, well, whatever. The Butcher could get the kill. You know what? Groshak can get the finish here. Nice. Good kill for him. Yeah, nice and easy. We got a level up for our Apprentice, which is good. It's nice that our Winter Weaver now has a chance to freeze an enemy solid when it attacks. I think that must be a gold medal upgrade. Inflict freezing cold. I'm assuming that's what that is. Yeah. Can cause the target to be frozen. Yeah, so that's wonderful. Really good upgrade there. It's a big difference. Let's use this unit as a bit of a scout then. Okay. We'll just keep moving down. Like I said, we're going to go in. Ooh, and there's some of Shnaga's units. Oh, and there's Shnaga herself right outside of Urlagh City. All right, well, we definitely want to get in there and see if we can finish her off, or I guess not finish her off, but send her to the void. Because we still have to find her throne before we think about finishing her off. Ernez produced a laboratory, and we're done Druidry 1, which is good. Let's see. We could think about our next research choice. We could do Druidry 2. What this would do is it would give us 40 casting points, and we could summon an animal every turn. That would be pretty solid. I think we might do that. Hunter's Finesse improves our archers. Summon Eldritch Animal. I mean, we could definitely do that on the way to getting access to the Shaman. Favored enemy. Ranged troops specialize in hunting dragons, giants, and monsters. Archer and support units receive Dragon, Giant, and Monster Slayer. We do have quite a few support units, so that could definitely be helpful. I think probably, though, just getting the extra casting points at this point is going to be the biggest benefit for us. For our cities here, let's see. Rabula. Yeah, I think in our throne, we're just going to focus on merchandise for now. This little unit, we want to probably group them up before we do anything too crazy. So we'll just, yeah, we'll group them up and just stay put. Now this stack, again, we could head down and try and clear out this gold mine. I am going to send Reskar over to meet the dragons. You know, again, that is a bit of a risk, though. You know what? I am going to send this group over. I've thought about it some more. We'll probably keep Reskar with them, just to be safe. I mean, we did see there are some roaming units here that belong to Shnaga. It would be a shame to have Reskar get ambushed. I'll keep him with this group. At least he's got some protection, and then he can head over and meet those dragons eventually. Playing it safe, I think. Right, okay, let's deal with this underground situation. Thundrin can move on back. Enter the cave, and then we should be able to just engage this fight without too much difficulty. And again, the goal here is going to be to try to get ourselves another spider. Okay. So the nice thing, again, is that because we have that inflict broken possibility, I think what we could probably do is just go like this. Yeah, and blast. There we go. A chance to inflict broken, which is good. So let's try that. Nice, and we got broken. That's amazing. Okay, the Dire Croc is just going to move in. We just want these units to protect Sundrin, basically. The Butcher is kind of in rough shape, so maybe we will kind of do this. There's our other spider. Oh, all the way back here. Yeah, so we'll just cruise over. I think we should be fine. See, I went after my crocodile, crippled as well. Alright, so now let's see. Can we get that? 48% chance. Dang, resisted. Again, always worth trying. Would have been amazing if it had worked, but that's fine. Good flank attacks here. Nice, some lifesteal as well. That's wonderful. Croc can do a flank shot there. Ooh, and a level up for our Croc. You know what? Let's get the Untouchable back here. Another flank shot there. Big damage. And then I'm thinking we go like this, get that big flank. Yeah, that's amazing. Hunter Spider can probably finish off this Canyon Crawler. Yep, that's great. And I think we are in pretty good shape now. Don't think this Canyon Crawler can kill anybody. Nope. We took a lot more damage than would have been ideal, but the important thing there is at least we killed off the units that were really a threat to us. And then we can hop back up to the surface here, and then we'll probably head for this watchtower. Just to be able... Ooh, and there's a city belonging to Lucian. Okay. You know what? Let's actually just head down and grab it. I see the pain on Reskar's face as he witnesses the power from the land drain so violently. As an archdruid, he is already connected intuitively with this land and its natural wildlife. He is eager to throw out the Commonwealth, restore the land, and form a powerful Draconian nation. Oh, wow. Okay, we've got Flame Tank, we've got Cannon. Yeah, so pretty scary Dreadnought that we're up against, not to mention units out here. Priest and Engineer, a few other things. Yeah, we have to be careful, so we'll do that. This unit can move up to the surface now. Oh yeah, there we go. Join in with that group. I might even have the Foot Lancer step out and the Spider Queen move in just to get more benefit from being in Sundren's squad. Yeah, that's pretty solid. Ernez, yeah, okay, now it's just our choices here. The one that I really want to develop, like I said, is Gurgashan here, our Orcish village, just to get more units, but we could probably spend a bit of our money on developing our cities a little further. I wouldn't mind Rabula growing more, especially if we could get this Ancient Ruin in our control, so I will maybe do a storehouse there. Boy, it eats up our gold so fast. Ernez, I suppose we could try to grow a bit more as well. Maybe get this node here. Could go for an observatory just to increase that domain radius slightly. Yeah, what the heck, let's do it. I hate spending all our gold like that, but I think it's going to be worth it. Okay, we will end our turn there. Boy, this makes me nervous, though, because if Shnaga and Urlagh decide to attack us together... Okay, interesting. It looks like she ran underground. Now, my guess is that's where her throne is going to be. We'll have to find out, but... Okay, we've got Jubog here that is now... Yeah, that's been fully absorbed. That's wonderful. That increases our income a bit. Alright, now, Reskar, like I said, we're going to just head over. We want to go and meet those dragons. That's our priority there. Over here, I think we will just stick to the path. You arrive just in time. These lands have been forgotten for too long. We few cannot protect it. Opportunistic lords, and now even the Commonwealth, have trampled this remote land. We will need your leadership before this place is overrun by profiteers. Nice. Okay, and that was our side quest to find these two High Elf settlements. And they're going to join us. Oh, and look at that. I think they've... Yeah, they're now our full cities, which is wonderful. Oh, this is great. You know what? We could probably even... Oh, you know what? I'm thinking here's what we do. Let's grab these refugees since they're there. And then we could actually group up our units. Yeah, I like this. Okay, we're going to send our units out. Ooh, and there's a teleporter there. I wonder where that goes to. Do we want to find out? That's the question. This is the destination of a teleporter. Okay, that's interesting. You know what we could do here is with these two units, we could probably kill off Naga's little unit here. So let's do that. Remember, the High Elves are weak to the... Yeah, weak to the blight damage, which is not ideal, but... Holy, just huge amount of damage there, so no problem at all. That's wonderful. Again, not having that range penalty makes a big difference. I'm thinking we just send all these units in to help with the fight for the Throne City down here. I think that's going to make a big difference, just having some extra units to help us. So maybe we'll go like this and like that. And now we want to see what are we actually dealing with. Fool, lizard. This land belongs to us. Orcs are strong. You think you can withstand my power and my armies? Ha! You have no chance. but I will welcome the chance for battle. Bring it on. I will stomp the life out of you. We will see. Oh, and that is his throne, it looks like. Yep. All right, well, hey, let's see how well defended it is. Decently well defended, but I think that might be the only stack there. Oh, I lied. Nope. Yeah, we're going to need backup. So that's where having these extra units come in. Even if it's just sort of cannon fodder type units. Having more troops there is going to help us out. Of course, this city does have a pretty good wall. And it's got plenty of range units here. We've got razor bows. We've got a priest. 2 monster hunters. A trebuchet. Mounted archer. This is going to be a tough city to attack. Mainly because there's just so many units there that's going to add to our grief. You know what? Let's send this troop down if we can. Okay, there's another of Urlagh's cities. We got to watch out. But if we can get... We're just going to bring everybody down to try to have them join in the fight to attack Urlagh's throne city. So, yeah, that's going to be it. And we can summon more animals. We've still got our wild animal we can add into the group. We know Shnaga just ran underground. You know what? Let's even go see. Maybe we can figure out what that looks like down there. Reskar? Reskar, are you listening? Why must we fight? Look at me. Why must we be enemies? All I need is your vow of obedience, and I will rule for you. You can relax in luxury. Would you not find me pleasing as your queen? Come, let me dominate you. Never. My people must be free to grow and form their own nation. I do not find you tempting. Your appearance causes me only nausea, nor do I believe that you have honor. Your reign here will end, wretched creature. Ooh, okay, so now we know where both their throne cities are. Fortunately, this city is pretty well defended. I mean, it doesn't have a ton of really strong units, but it's just got a lot of units. So, you know, and if Shnaga and Urlagh grouped up, they could easily kill us, which is kind of scary. I hope they don't do that. That would be highly unfortunate. What I am going to maybe, though, do this. Yeah, and then let's go like this. That at least gives us 1 extra unit in this group. There. Okay. Like I said, I just want to send everybody in to provide reinforcement, and I am going to summon a wild animal here just to have as many units as possible in this group. We've got a spotted hyena now. And then we will start the process of summoning another one. Well, hey, that's a pretty good development. And you know what? I think this is a perfect place to leave the episode. So now we know where the throne cities of our opponents are. Reskar is moving to meet the dragons. I mean, things are really happening here. This is going pretty well. I'm just a little nervous about if Shnaga and Urlagh both decide to attack me. We will call this one Episode 8. And as always, guys, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one.